Konnichiwa, dear cryonauts. This is Martin from Cryo, and today I'm Japanese. I've probably spent too much time with my Japanese synthesizers. But anyway, so this is a new status update on what I'm doing here, and it's been 2 years since the last one, a long time, and it's been more than 4 years since the last album release, which was Retropia. Too long, don't you think? Anyway, I released the Control EP quite recently. I hope you enjoyed it, and it will be part of my new album, of course. And now I decided all the 10 songs that should be included on the album. And last time I told you about most of the songs. That list still is valid, but I played one song for you, The Wounds Won't Heal, and that one is scrapped. So even though it sounded interesting, I couldn't make it into a whole Cryo song, so I threw it away, as I've done with many demos for this album. It's been very hard, the hardest album so far, trying to make different sound, but it didn't really turn out the way I wanted. So I'm back to doing what I do best, I guess. So the new songs that I didn't tell you about last time, we have one song called Low Life, a quite complex song. So it's a bit different from what I thought first. That was supposed to be the feeling of the album, that we're very simple, but this one is quite complex, so it's the opposite. And then we have When You Cross the Line, which is actually more like a song fitted for my previous project, Sound Sequence, but I don't have time to make an album with Sound Sequence also, so that one was included in the Cryo album instead. It's actually my favorite song on the album, since I like slow and soft and melodic songs. I'm a soft guy. Then we have the final song, which is new, which is Decay, 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 and it's a slow song. I think if you liked Common Man, the song Common Man from the previous album, you will enjoy this song. It has some similarities, I think. And yeah, the songs will be everything from very aggressive songs to very slow and melodic songs. Like most of my albums, it's very big range of everything from one side to the other. So that's it, and I think I will have everything completed by the summer, or by the end of this summer, and then it has to be sent to what's called mastering, which is when you make all the songs fit together, like volume and everything. And then we have to make the artwork for the album, and I think Tony will do that. And then we stand in queue, because there are other albums to be released from the record label. So our place in the queue will, I think, make this an autumn release. At least that's what I think, but everything could change, of course. So there we are, and yeah, I want to show you some more things about the creative process here in my studio. So today I'm going to show you the evolution of one of the tracks from the very first demo until the last sound, the one that goes on the album. So I've chosen the track Valium. So I will play you the first demo and then some demos on the way until we have the final version. And it's actually 11 different demos I will play for you. I made a lot of demos of this song. And the time span for this song is 2 years. So I started on the track more than 2 years ago, and I finalized it January this year. So without further ado, here's the demos. This is a very good beat, I think. It's very funky, driving beats and bass. And often the first demos I make are quite good, and then it's a dip because I try to make them into more, and I always fail in the beginning before I succeed in the end. Okay, so here I try to simplify things a bit. Maybe too simple, I don't know, but yeah, different, but still maybe a bit too slow, so I increase the tempo in this next one. But yeah, still not very happy with the result, so I spent more time, and this is a new one. This one's very different, as you can hear. It has a lot of melodies, and I just try to experiment really. You never know what happens, but maybe this wasn't really what I planned from the beginning, so I scrapped that one, of course. So here we have, of course, this old school sound, just a bass, quite slow, quite nice, and maybe it has the energy I'm after, but I still work on new versions. And here, yeah, I just tried to add a lot more energy, but it really became too complex and messy and not very focused, so I didn't really like that one. Okay, we scaled down the complexity a bit. This was actually after a while I made this one. I put this on the shelf for some time and then made this demo. This is the restart, you can say, of the song. And yeah, we're back a bit to simpler version. And here I just add a strange sound. I would say it's a bit like an and one, strange dissonant sound. This was the first version we added Tony's vocals on. Before I just had my vocals, but I always thought we should use his vocals. This one I finally think I found the sound I was looking for, so this is very close to the final version. I just need to modify the snare drum a bit, which is what you will hear next. So this is the version that will be on the album. So this is volume that you will hear. And I also made a modified version for live use, which you will hear here. So that one is because the album version is, maybe the bass will be a bit hard, maybe in a big club it will be too complex perhaps. So this is a very energetic and old school track, I would say. I think you will enjoy it. So that's all from me for this time, and soon there will be an album again after 4.5 years of wait. So keep your wallets open and your minds as well. And I hope to see you out in live clubs sometime soon. Until then, konnichiwa.